Hello and thank you for watching our instructions on database setup and running web application for class SER322 for the group of 3 involving Casey Froke, Ryan Schultz, Kyle Reed Carey, and myself, Anthony Kowal. Now starting, you're going to be getting a zipped file, so go ahead and extract that file. And once you do that extraction, go ahead and please open that file up to see the different files that we have. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up firstly our README file, which will help out with the going through the whole process. Firstly, we're going to download and install XAMPP. So go ahead and either bring this into URL or simply go ahead and click on it. And once doing that, it's going to bring you to that website. Go ahead and download for the appropriate OS. For myself, I'm running Windows 7. And go ahead and do the installation of this, and we'll be right back after this short installation download. One moment. Okay, and now that we have the download complete, we'll continue on with the installation. And I'm just going to go ahead and move away any other windows, focusing just on the install. And while this is loading, let you know that ours is going to be based around a fighting, sort of online fighting game with players, avatars, ranks, and tournaments. And I'll be showing you that shortly with our ER diagram, as well as you'll be seeing it with our actual application of the database. So it looks like we are doing another installation. I'll be back in a moment as we let this continue on. Okay, now that we have the setup looking like it's finished, we're going to go ahead and hit finish and start up the control panel after selecting our language of choice. I'm going to close out this front window here, and we do see the control panel right here. Now what we're going to do is make sure that within the application we're going to go to the manage servers, and we're going to make sure to turn on and start both Apache and MySQL. Starting both of these, you'll see it goes and creates a PID as well as ports. Once that has been completed, you can either click on admin on MySQL, or you can go ahead and look further into the folder, and I'm sure you've already opened the README to again look at the next step. So we're going to go ahead and go to this URL. You can go ahead and click on this or bring it into your web address bar. And now we're into the PHP MyAdmin. Now with this, we're going to go ahead and go to the SQL tab. And once within the tab, we're going to go ahead and hit create the database of the online fighting, and make sure it's all one string here, no spaces, fighting championship. So online fighting championship, we're going to go ahead and hit go, and now you'll see on the left side there's a tree, and you do have that now created. Now what we're going to do next is actually select that in that tree, and you want to go over to privileges. Once inside privileges, please click on the add new or add user account, and we're going to go ahead and make a simple one of OFC user. Under the host name, please drop down to localhost, and for the password we're going to do test1234. Make sure to go ahead and retype that for test1234. And now that we have that created, we're going to go down and hit go. You'll see at the top header that that has been created. And next up, we're going to look again within that folder. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this back again. Within that folder, we have those 5 documents. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's not forget style for 5. What we'd like you to do is go ahead and open up the xampp/htdocs folder, and within that folder I want you to create another. We called it connect. You can call it whatever you like. Just make sure to make it appropriate within the paths that follow. So the xampp, and within that we have the htdocs, and we created a new folder called connect. With that new folder, we took those 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 folders. In this case, I'm going to copy them, or actually bring them over that way. And now that they're within that, we can go ahead and move to the next step. The next step for us is to go ahead and go back within that local host that we created within the web page, and we are going to actually put a new one using our README right down here. So this is the next step, actually our last step. Since we haven't created the tables yet, this is going to go ahead and create those tables as well as bring everything up for us. Now, it's going to go ahead and now the path, this part right here, in our case, is going to be connect. So I'm going to type in connect, and now we should go ahead and get such. This will now give us the layout that we are going about to demonstrate. Quickly, I'd like to review what our diagram looked like. So with our diagram, your diagram showed that we did have avatars with levels, types such as human, monster, alien, that such, and of course the PID linking them all. Then we have the player that has many different attributes, as well as the rank, and lastly tournaments, all being connected. So that's just a quick overview, and now we'll go ahead and show it in action. So firstly, we have it's the name and rank of male players, and that does bring it up wonderfully. Next up we have player under 30, and after that we have first place avatars with rank and date, and next we have a count of tournament top 3 for Kyle carry. And this next part shows avatar types sorted by point totals. And now we have a much larger display of display all players. Now this is something important to recognize, is that it started with 100, so it's really at 16 players. And this next part is going to add 3 players. It's going to show us the 3 that have been added. So if I display all players once again, I'll now see that we have 3 more added. Just like if I was to ask the players under 30, you'll now see that we have a few more added to that. Not Joker, since he's over 30 years old in our outlay. Now if I wanted to remove those 3 players, I would show those 3, and when we display all players, we'll see that it's gone back, as well as same with players under 30. They're no longer there. And lastly, we have display all player emails. This is useful more of a business aspect. You can take this, copy paste into this Excel spreadsheet, and you'd have that information without having to delete any of the rows or any such. So that has been a layout of us using our SQL, creating a database and having it for a web application. Thank you so much for watching our presentation. It's been a pleasure putting this together. And thank you so much for having ASU with the online capability to let us have classes in a way which fits our schedule. And this was Anthony Kowal with group number 3, involving Ryan Schultz, Casey Folk, and Kyle Carey. Thank you.